it's Carol from Crinkled Path Journals, and I've been on an adventure. I have not been crafting, and I am not injured. I have been picking mulberries. Yeah, so I need to go wash my hands before I do anything else. See you in a second. Well, I'm here with a gratitude journaling episode in my altered cookbook. Gonna have to set these aside. So first, let's find a page. I scrubbed. I'm still a bit purple under the nails, and but surprisingly enough, it doesn't stain long term. So very fortunate for that. This is my this is potential. This is my gratitude journal. Ooh, this would be perfect. Sweet sense of summer. See how many pages I have beyond that. This one. Okay. I think this is the one that's gonna be best. I thought in my gratitude journaling today I would go ahead and fussy cut this little, she's actually a blackberry baby, but because she still has her stem on her head, she could pass as a mulberry. See, mulberry stems don't come off when you pick them off the tree, and most people just bake with them on and don't seem to mind them. They're soft and green. If you don't like the stems, you can sit and cut them all off if you really wanted to. So I thought this little girl could be on my page, and I wanted to reflect on the gratitude of just the bounty of our property, our land that we live on, and how fortunate we are to have so much that just seems to be blessed and growing. We plant a garden every year, and we have an orchard, and we have had a cooler than normal June, but we are about to heat up this week to triple digits. Sorry to my southern friends who have been battling with just really severe heat this summer. We've been feeling a little spoiled that we didn't get our high temperatures in June that we usually get, but I imagine we will have them through July and August and into the fall, actually. And over the years, despite past droughts, this year we finally got enough rain. We have thankfully never had an issue with our well. I believe God has just really protected and provided in our water table. And that means that we get to still grow things here on the property. And I talked about all those water lines that my husband installed when I was doing my Gracie page in my farm journal. Isn't she the sweetest? My little mulberry baby. Oh, and this image is from a book from 1933 called Mother Earth's Children. And it's a bunch of is it anamorphic? I'm gonna have to look that up. I can't remember exactly. I also grabbed this because it says it has food and fruit in it. So let's see what other things we can find that might be growing on our property. We have, there's pictures of people eating in here as well. So let's see. We have almonds that are going to be ripe here at the end of July. We have lots of mulberry trees, and my husband makes the best mulberry scones, and every holiday and every special occasion when he wants to spoil me, he asks me, do you want me to make you something special? And I always tell him, mulberry scones, please. Because they are absolutely amazing. Oh, this one's already cut out. We have artichokes. These are a little bit spotty-dotty, but we have lemons, grapefruit, and limes in the orchard. We have plums and apricots, which I would like to find. I want to get past this black and white food because I think there's some with color down a little more. But I guess just in case, like I think those are plums. We have pomegranates, grapes. We have tons of bees, but not because we are beekeepers. It's more because our neighbors, an acre over, have about 100 bee boxes. Our orchard does amazing because of all the bees, and the garden as well, like all the flowering plants, like cucumbers and squash and pumpkins. Well, here's some fruit. Okay, I'm going to hold that aside. They all do great because they get pollinated so nicely. Let's see, there's a pepper. I think those are persimmons. We do not have persimmons. My mother would have liked that. She loved persimmons. Pomegranates. I like the drawings, so I'm going to skip over those grapes. And so we have between the garden and the trees, we have a pretty good summer bounty. We have walnuts. California raisins. Oh, it's so funny. I'm not sure if I'll show them in my Thrifty Thursday because they're not junk journaling related, so I'll just tell you now. But I think those are apricots. I bought a bin at a yard sale last week, and it had some art papers in it, and so I just bought it looking at the top of the bin, and when I got home and went all the way through to the bottom, there was a plastic bag full of the California raisins from 1989. The ones that sang I Heard It Through the Grapevine on TV. And they're these little plastic figurines, and there's, I think, 11 or 13. It was some odd number of them. And I was like, well, that was a surprise in there, and I can't really use them for junk journaling, but it was kind of a fun memory. So we'll see what ends up happening to those. We just had a good laugh when I was like, what? What is in the bag? Okay, sorry to make you watch me go through all these. I'm trying to think what else. Well, our garden this year has tomatoes, cucumbers, zucchini and yellow squash, artichokes. Artichokes are all done for the season. They come really early. We have all kinds of herbs and chives and potatoes, watermelon, cantaloupe, pumpkins. We've got pumpkins growing already for the fall. I do not grow strawberries because we have several really nice strawberry fields around us that I can... Oh, we have peaches too. And pears, but pears don't happen till August. And grapes. Oh, these are just so beautiful that and tangerines. Our fig tree died, unfortunately. We have grapefruit. Oh, I can't seem to keep on a track of mine sorting and talking at the same time. Oh, other things in our garden. We did not plant peas this year or onions. Asparagus take a long time to start, but once you got them going, in a couple years you get something from them. So we maybe need to do that because we love asparagus. We've tried corn before and had a pest problem, so I haven't tried corn again. Green beans grow pretty well here. Oh, I have an eggplant. I don't know that I'm going to put all these on here. Lettuce grows great all winter, but in the summer it just bolts and goes to seed. That's thyme. I have thyme in the garden. I have dill in the garden. Basil, a couple different kinds of basil, and then we have a lot of sage all in our flower beds because they're the salvias are sage. There's almonds, and they grow amazing here. Plums. Oh, I was talking about the strawberries. Yeah, we have these strawberry fields all around us. They sell them pretty reasonably, and they are best strawberries ever. Sweet and perfectly ripe when you pick them up. Okay, well, I think I got more than I can possibly fit on this page. There's something incredible about having your hand in growing your own food, and we love sharing it. And of course, we have our chickens, and they love the mulberries. I always joke that I'm amazed their eggs aren't purple. They eat so many mulberries between May and August because for as many as we can pick, we have a few trees. We can't pick it all, and so the birds eat a lot, but we're not worse for wear. This took me about 10 minutes, and it's probably 4 cups of mulberries, and I barely put a dent in the tree tonight. She's gonna go here. And then maybe, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to use this other page, but I don't want you to have to watch all my fussy cutting. So I tell you what, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna glue her down, but I want to do some kind of a tuck in there. See if there's something the right size. I don't want it to cover up the butterfly though. I don't usually plan out my pages before, but I don't usually struggle either. I've got too many choices tonight. Okay, let me find a journaling card. That'll fit in there. Okay, and then let's find a ribbon for that. It's got a knot already in one end, so let me see. I kind of like the not shiny side up. Do that. I'm going to cut it just a little shorter. Okay, I'm going to fasten the top and the bottom so that she has a little slidey spot. And then I think I'm going to go ahead and go off camera and fussy cut the fruits and veggies. Nobody's got time for watching me cut all this stuff out. I'm incredibly grateful for the bounty of the land that we live on. I'm grateful that our water supply has been spared in drought years and blessed in these years where we've had rain, and that we are able to not only eat the food that we get here, but we're also able to share it. That just makes me feel really good. I'm grateful to God the provider for what he brings for the fruit of our labor when we do plant and tend trees and all those things that come with owning a little more land. It's such a blessing. All right, guys, I'm going to go to my cutting and I'll see you at the end. All right, I did a bunch of fussy cutting, and I think I decided what I'm going to do is think of this like a big oval clock with midnight being December at the top, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. And I want to put these on the clock the month that they are usually ready. So, like, watermelon is usually July, August. Lemons for us are in December. Pears are in August. Pomegranates, October. Apricots and peaches and plums are all in June, July. Grapes are usually September, late August, September. Grapefruit are somewhere late February, early March, and tangerines come just after that. Artichokes are definitely May, as well as the mulberries. I think this is going to be too big to fit on the page, so the watermelon's going to have to kind of represent all our melons. Let's see. Dill is kind of here between artichokes and apricots. Tomatoes go down here. Well, I can see that this is going to get difficult because most everything's going to be on this corner. Our pumpkins will go up here, but I didn't find a pumpkin. The blackberries and the lullaberries are kind of in here. And so are the almonds. So I think I'm going to go ahead and just trim off the almonds here. The green almonds, I'm going to leave those in the box. Let's put the ripe almonds. They're going to go here kind of in July. And so are our other berries. You know, she's kind of representing our mulberries. And the mulberries definitely start in May, but they kind of go all the way through June, unless it's really hot, and then they will dry out and fall off faster. We're having a really rare year with this cooler June that our mulberries are still just thick. They're huge trees. So here we go around the mulberry bush is not really a bush. It's a tree. At least here. I like this. I feel sorry for my poor lemon that's up there all by itself. I'm trying to think what else I could put with it. Well, I've got a good start, and if I think of something else when I go to do my journaling and add it in, like I really would like to find a pumpkin. I know I've got to have a picture of a pumpkin somewhere I can fussy cut. I'm going to add my journaling here, and I will give you a little flyover once everything is glued down and in its place. I just love how this is kind of spilling over the page. I'm probably going to have to trim it so they don't come off or get bent. Just spending some time tonight picking mulberries and thinking about all the lovely things we make with them. My husband makes a lot of jam from our fruit that doesn't get eaten fresh. The same is true of the mulberries, and then he freezes a lot on flat cookie sheets, and once they're frozen, puts them in a bag so that they're easy to pull a few out to throw in baking. Mulberries are really wonderful fruit if you can get past that stem. They're not as seedy as blackberries, and they are sweeter than blackberries. Berries are kind of tart. I've had fun pulling this page together, and the fact that it's kind of overflowing is really lovely to me because it feels like it's symbolizing what I'm grateful for, which is this great bounty. That there's so much, it thrives and it produces, and I'm so grateful for it. Thanks for coming along today, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye bye.